it's Lizzie from Old Stables Crafts, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based in the UK. Thank you very much for joining me again today. Today I am featuring the See a Silhouette suite, which is on page 132, 133 and 134 of the new annual catalogue. Do remember, if you don't already have a catalogue and you're not working with a demonstrator in the UK already, I am very happy to send one out to you free. Just hop over to my website and click on the catalogues tab and you will find a request form. I will be linking the associated blog post for this video immediately below, so you can find the tab for catalogues from that. So here's the thing. I made my card before I then opened the pages of the catalogue. So as it appears, I'm actually casing a card, but we'll come on to that. Anyway, so there is this gorgeous stamp set, and it is all silhouettes, so silhouette scenes, and it goes with the Sweet Silhouettes dies, which I have got some of here, and I'm using the tree, and you've got words, so you've got inspire, adventure and forever, as well as this lovely dandelion, which I can't wait to use. So the papers are amazing. If you're someone who likes the look of sprinkles or brusho, we had brusho in the last catalogue, but doesn't like the mess, this is for you, because this is what they look like. So we've got lovely just arty patterns, and they are basically the colours that we had in the brushos and the colours we've got in the sprinkles. So it's that look without the mess. They are divine. The colours are bright and punchy, but equally they can be subtle. So we've got Blackberry Bliss, Crushed Curry, Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Mango Melody, Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, Old Olive, Pacific Point, Poppy Parade, Real Red, Rich Raspberry and Whisper White. And Breathe. So really good colour collection. Pretty much covers the whole range of colour families. So absolutely fantastic. So today's card, and this is, as I say, where we get embarrassing, because I hadn't really registered these cards before I made my card. Spot the similarity. I think it's actually quite an obvious look. I think it's fairly obvious that the girl has got to be swinging from a tree, and this is the tree. So it's just, I chose the same designer series paper as well. But there we go. I haven't heat embossed, I've just stamped. Apart from anything else, the heat embossing that has been used and is part of the suite is currently not available in Europe. It's caught up in the customs issue. So that is currently not available on... If I was going to do it, I would want to be using the shimmery black, because I think it's going to be stunning. So, there we go. Anyway, let me show you how I have made this. I have used the Stamparatus, but I've also used a block. So it's one of those, I did a bit of everything. I have already cut a second layer mat and a first layer mat, my usual sizes. The measurements are over on my website, which, as I say, is below, and I'm using the same paper. It's gorgeous, and I'm pairing it with Poppy Parade and then on a Mango Melody card base. So, oh, that has stuck nicely. So, as I say, it's stays on ink. Let's see if I can get that off with a wet wipe. Probably not, because it stays on. Oh, no, it's all right. There's a wee bit of alcohol in baby wipes. Not a huge amount, but a wee bit, so it's taken enough off. And then just grab a kitchen towel just to make sure that's dry. So I've already got my girl on my Stamparatus, and I'll take my mat and just pop that down with a couple of the magnets. You can get extra magnets if you need them, or if they've smashed together and broken. Horrible idea, but they do, and you would probably want to get a new set of magnets, and those are available in the annual catalogue. So let me pop those bits out of the way and pop my stamp set under the flap. It's just the right size. Stays on. Now I always keep my lid, the inner lid of my stays on, in the lid, and I attach it just with some bits of dimensional, because it's just the right size, and it then means that you always have your inner lid in place. So just ink it up and stamp it down, and I do normally do a couple of layers. I have, actually there's a bit of fluff on there. I have tried using Memento instead of the stays on, but it doesn't stamp solid black. So this is definitely a stays on, or of course you could use one of the classic inks if you didn't want it black, black, black. That's better. So yes, as I say, I would recommend stays on. I tried about 3 layers of Memento and it was not coming out black, so really stays on is the way to go. And I will show you how I clean up my stays on later on. Right, so I have already die cut the tree, because die cutting is die cutting. What I have done is cheat slightly, because I still have some of the adhesive sheets, so I've used that on the back. Otherwise, I just spotted a stray bit that needs to come out. Otherwise, you can die cut, and then on the back with a sponge and some Tombow. I just have a gluey sponge, and then just pick up some Tombow on the silicone mat and then just pounce it across the back of the die cut. But for speed, I've gone with this. Before I attach it, I am going to add this to my mat, because I want the trunk of the tree to go onto the mat as well. Now, I know I don't generally say use Tombow for designer series paper, but so long as you don't use too much, it's fine, and it does give you just that little bit of wiggle room. So here we go. And it just means that because we've only got 1/8 of an inch all the way round, it just gives you that little bit of wiggle room to get it in the right place. So let's get this out of the die. Do be a little bit careful as you pull the die off, because there could be bits that fall off or get caught in the die. The die brush, which is an attachment to the Take Your Pick tool, which I keep forgetting to add to my orders, is a great idea. So you just run it across the back. And then again, I'm just going to be very careful as I peel this off, because I could rip some bits. I'm going to bring in my silicone mat. I might use the slightly cleaner side. I've got a new silicone mat coming, which I'm going to write "Keep Clean" across the middle of. And what you want to do is get it so that she is attached, or the swing is attached to the tree. There we go. And then from the back, let's just get that out of the way. From the back, you just want to trim the pieces off. So I'm just going to make sure that edge is in place. Now, I don't want those on because they're such small pieces, it's really not worth it. They will be more trouble than they are worth. So then just get those out of the way and just trim that off. And then we've got our nice tree. So there we go. Right, don't need that piece, don't need the tissue paper floating around either. So I am also going to use one of the sentiments, and again I'm going to use stays on, but for this, rather than using the Stamparatus, I am going to do it by hand, because then you can get it exactly where you want it in relation to where you've ended up with the tree, because the tree isn't going to necessarily be in exactly the same place every time. So just pop that there, keep dreaming. I like to have everything together or very spread out. It just looks better to the eye. So I've got a very old stays on cleaner. I'm just going to show you how I would clean this up, and obviously I do the same on the Stamparatus. So I generally don't tip this upside down because it's normally got enough fluid in it, and as you can see, it's taken that off nicely. Then I use a wet wipe to clean that up, and then I would clean it up on probably my scrub. My brain's gone again. So yes, on my scrub, because then I can get some of the stamp mist on here, and that's a very good preserver, as is Versamark, because Versamark has a preservation element to it. It's basically like glycerin. I mean, it's not exactly, but it's that sort of thing. Anyway, so that's how I would clean my StazOn up. Right, so all I need to do now is grab a Mango Melody base and just reinforce that. This is a half sheet of A4, just scored down the middle, and I have gone for a side opening card purely because I had some of these cards already cut. My preference these days is to go top fold, but that's more from a photography point of view than anything else. And just for a bit of, you know, something, I am going to pop this up, finish a dimensional sheet. And I tend on this size mat to do one dimensional in each corner, one down the side and then two in the middle of those, so there. And obviously use your edge pieces, they are fantastic, don't throw them away please. So if you would like to order any of these items and you're in the UK, that would be fantastic. It's getting orders that actually keep these videos coming. The host code is in the information below, and if your order is between £20 and £150, using the host code means you get free product from me in your thank you pack. I send thank you packs to everyone who shops with me, but if you also use the host code, then you get free product. There's a sales offer at the moment, so for every £45 you spend in July, you'll get a bonus in August, so it's the bonus days offer. £45 in July gets you a £4.50 coupon which you can use in August, which basically means if you only spend £45 in July, you in effect, not quite, but in effect get free postage in August. There's also a fantastic joining offer where you get, let me get the figures. She says running to get the figures. Because for the joining element, I have team across Europe as well as in the UK. So if you are in Europe and would like to join my team, that would be amazing. I would love to welcome you. Between the 1st of July and the 31st of August, you will get an additional €32 or £25 in your starter pack. So for just €129 or £99, you get €207 or £155 worth of product of your choice. You put into your starter kit whatever you want. And then the beginning of the following month, so if you join in July you'd get it in August, and if you join in August you get it in September, you will get a coupon worth €12 or £8 to put towards your next demonstrator order. That's in addition to getting a discount on your order anyway. So if you have a large wish list, then joining my team is a fantastic way to go, and it also means you will be able to pre-order Christmas items, and you would also, without even having to hit your minimums, you'd also get to order from the spring-summer catalogue for next year. So lots of things to tempt you if you sign up now. And if you sign up in July, you get a full 6 months to hit your quarterly minimums, and the quarterly minimums are really not a difficult thing to hit. Information over on my blog, and as I say, there's a link to that below. That's it. Thank you very much indeed for watching. I hope you enjoyed this project. As I say, I hadn't expected it to be a Case the Catalogue, but hey, it's a Case the Catalogue. These things happen. Clearly it was meant to be. Thank you very much indeed for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It really does make a difference. And if you would like to see more videos, please hit the subscribe button. Again, it does make a difference. The more subscribers that a YouTuber has, the more likely their feed is to hit the top of the YouTube feed. So it really does make a difference, and it does help me to bring these videos to you. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon.